doing?
How did it feel seeing Worse and Chris back in practice today?
Good. Yeah, I mean, obviously those two guys, important guys for this building as a whole, whether they're on the field or off the field. Yeah, it was good to see them, though. Chris flying around, getting them back out there. Yeah, just brings a little extra juice to practice.
Baker, what did you see that wasn't happening well in the run game, especially in the first half last week?
Yeah, just, they were flying around. They made some good plays, but just a little bit, some details here and there, staying a little bit too long on some combination blocks, not fitting it up the right way, but they also just made some plays. So it's about physicality, starting fast, and like I said to you guys after the game, it's better to learn from a win than a loss, and so we know that we need to start a lot quicker on offense just to get the run game going.
Can you take us into the huddle, because Egbuka came out, Evans came out, and you called game pretty much. What was that like? Were you having a rookie come tell you that, and just like that whole sequence in the huddle, what was that like?
Before the last touchdown?
Yes.
We had run that play a couple times earlier in the game and knew that we had a good shot at it, and just having it to the field, knowing Jesse Bates, an aggressive safety, seen the concept a couple times, is going to drive that in route to Mike because I threw it to him earlier. And, Emeka did a great job just winning on the route as well.
What was that like, though, having him say, like, I got this?
He's just a confident guy. So, I mean, anytime he's, saying something, if he's talking, he means business.
Baker, it's a new year, but last year you guys were 0-5 in primetime, including that playoff loss. Looking back, why do you think that happened? And going forward this year, how can that change on Monday Night Football for you guys?
Just little details, executing, doing the right stuff. Like I told you guys, I think, obviously we have a great team, but it's about just doing our job, trusting the guy next to you to do theirs, especially in the primetime games when you're waiting around all day, not doing too much. Just do your job only at the very highest level you possibly can, and just execute it.
Obviously, the Texans have two really good edge rushers, have a good defense in general. How much concern is that? And you have to get the ball out of your hands even quicker? Or?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you play a team like this that has two bona fide studs on the edge, you game plan for them. You understand that protection on some things, when you're trying to push the ball down the field, you're going to need extra guys in there, whether it's a chip block or different things like that, double teams. And so you know where they're at all times. You know when they're on the field and off the field. You pay attention to that. And, just as a whole, their whole defense plays extremely hard. I mean, Emeka being the guy he is, he coaches them really hard, expects that because he played that way too. And so it just jumps out on the tape. And, they have good players at every level.
When you go back and look at the film of Graham Barton playing left tackle, first time really since Duke, outside of a couple practices last couple weeks, how do you assess his play?
Really good. Like I said to you guys, I think the O-line played great, pass protection-wise. Some of the different things were on me, just getting them ID'd to the right spot. But I thought those guys played great, and especially Graham. Switching out there to left tackle against some good edge rushers is not an easy task, but luckily he's comfortable there.
Can you talk about the pass blocking by some of the running backs too, especially Rashad White really got his head in there?
Yeah, I mean, Rashad's always been really good at it. He's taken that extremely personal, worked his tail off to do it, understand where we're going, who he needs to have his eyes on, and that's been the biggest jump for Bucky, is understanding where we're at in pass pro as well. So he takes ownership of that, but it's always nice to know that even when they're trying to heat you up, you got somebody that's going to protect you.
Going back to preseason, the tight ends didn't really have a lot of output, a lot of production. Obviously not this week either. What do you see the tight ends' roles being for kind of going forward with Cade and Payne and Culp?
Yeah, just a few missed ones to Cade, to be honest with you, or else he would have had a couple catches. It's tight end role is one that's it's not always the most pretty one. They do a lot of dirty work, but when they get their opportunities, try and take advantage of it. And I always try and let the defense dictate where the ball needs to go. And that's, when I was talking to you guys after the game, they had some of the shorter throws, intermediate stuff early on in the game. There were options there to get it to them. So they'll make plays for us.
This offense has been very good on third down since the start of last year. A lot of that has to do with the distance that you have to go for the first down. But in your mind, what are the qualities or characteristics of a good third down offense?
Versatility, understanding what a defense is trying to do on certain down and distances. Obviously, we're talking about third down, but in those windows, what do they do? What does the coach rely on, especially in critical situations? What are they always going to fall back on? What's their change up that they want to throw in there? And just being able to have options at the line of scrimmage. This offense demands to have a high football IQ with everybody, and so being able to go to the line of scrimmage with 2 plays and possibly a kill to get to a third. So our guys are smart. They're able to handle that, and that allows us to be successful on third down.
It's not your preference to lead the team in rushing, but you did last week. You guys had a 20-yard run. Do you get some juice from that when you're picking up first downs and ripping off some big runs? Does that kind of get you, the football player, going?
A little bit, yeah. Tickles the fancy a little bit, but I'm not trying to go out there and do it every down. I'm no Lamar or Josh by any means. Yeah, it's just trying to take advantage of the looks we have on third downs especially. If they're not accounting for me, it's how are we going to convert, what's that look like, and sometimes the opportunity arises.
Personally, to get a chance to go back to your home state, play a Monday night game, how special is that for you to have maybe family, friends come out to the game as well?
It's always awesome. It's always awesome to get Whataburger after the game as well. That's a really big plus. But yeah, it's always good to go back to Texas, knowing there's a lot of people there to support. And we have a bunch of guys that have roots there as well, so it's a good time.
In recent years, the Bucs haven't done so well in primetime games, and even Bruce Arians would try to change up the times of practices to try to get out of that rut. Are you or maybe the team trying to do something different this year to, maybe come out on the winning side more often?
No, as I mentioned earlier when that same question was asked, just execute better. Do the little things right.
As far as this is your 3rd year with a first-time offensive coordinator in the league, are there any similarities between Dave and Liam and now Josh that you maybe see early on and be like, oh, we're going to be good?
Yeah, I think just the confidence in those guys, their belief in what they try and do leadership-wise with the guys, no matter if it's going good or bad, staying with it, constant communication, being the same person throughout all of it. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities with it, but yeah, I think any good OC understands the ebbs and flows of the game and knows what he wants to get to, and Josh does a good job of that.
I think Bowles said that Josh actually kind of calmed down as you do, obviously, in those 2-minute situations. He was sort of like smoother on it, right?
Mm-hmm. He does. Yeah, he does. He's so meticulous about what he wants to call, trying to get the perfect one in there. And sometimes I think, as we're going along and learning together, call one, we'll make it work. And when we get our shots, we'll take it. But yeah, in the high stress 2-minute situations, he's calm because we know that when you're going fast up tempo, defenses can only get so many calls out there. So he knows to call certain things. He trusts us to be able to go out there and execute, and our guys are good at it.
You talked about Emeka and the 2 touchdowns and the second one in particular, but there's no doubt your passing game runs through Mike, and you guys are just like he may not have 10 catches for 120 yards, but man, he affects the game, right?
Oh, 100%. And that's the big thing is he draws attention wherever he's at, and that's obviously Grizz being the guy he is within our offense, motioning guys trying to get single coverage, and when they don't want to let him have single coverage, that opens opportunities for other guys, and they're taking advantage of it. So his opportunities will be there. We're confident in that.
This is your 2nd year in this offense and in the playbook. Liam was really big on collaboration with the coaching staff and all of that last year, and Josh is as well this year. Do you find yourself maybe suggesting some plays at times during the game because you and him are on the same wavelength, and you have that wealth of knowledge in this offense now?
Yeah, I think, obviously I trust him, whatever he's going to call, but there's certain times, especially, take for instance last week when we're not starting fast, we need to get something going. When we're in between series on the sideline talking about what we really want to get to, what we're thinking, and yeah, when you're all on the same page doing that, and that goes throughout the week, we're all constantly communicating about it and what we're trying to get accomplished, and then on the sideline it's like, okay, this isn't working, what do we need to do to give the guys a spark, and he's good at that.
Couple more, please. You conceded you're not Lamar, you're not Josh.
Not even close, yeah.
Is there a quarterback you'd say as a peer for you as a scrambler?
I don't know. That's a good question. Catching me on the spot with that one. Damn, Greg. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.